Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Richland Ram Football Network for tonight's District 6 Round 2 matchup between the 8-3 Marion Center Stingers and your 9-2 Richland Rams. My name is Stone Mangus, alongside my broadcast partner for the evening, Fred Yannity, with Brian the Sponge Brett down on the field tonight. Ed DiMartino calling in from the Cambria County War Memorial. He's calling the Johnstown Tomahawks tonight, unable to make it. So, Fred, the Rams coming into tonight after a big 37-12 victory over United Valley, and the Stingers, they're coming in off a 35-27 victory over Mount Union in double overtime in round 1. What are you looking for tonight?
Waiting for a good game. I was just talking to one of the fans from Marion Center. He feels very confident that they can give Richland the game. He didn't say they were going to win, but he said, I feel confident we can give them a game.
Yeah, they finished the regular season 8-2 with losses against River Valley, Northern Cambria, and Cambria Heights. And like we said, they had the big double overtime victory last week against Mount Union on what he said was a very crappy field.
Yeah, so he was very disappointed in the playoff field.
And the Rams coming in. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Go ahead.
And like I said, the Rams coming in, beating United Valley last week 37-12. The running game working very nicely the last couple games for the Rams, which for Marion Center, that's bad news. When they win, the 8 games that they've won this year, they've only allowed on average 73 rushing yards, but in the games that they've lost, the 3, they average 243 rushing yards against, which, like I said, is bad news for Marion Center that Richland's running the ball well over the last 3 games.
My great nephew, Brian, who I was talking to before the game, is very high on their defense. He thinks they have a tremendous defense, and that's what they're pinning their hopes on, the defense by stopping the Rams.
And not even to mention Jake Regan, last week against United Valley, 282 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. He had a phenomenal week last game.
Passing game could be affected a lot by the wind tonight, though, too. We have to keep that in mind. Yeah, well, I'm not sure Sponge. I think Sponge had to put extra rocks in his pocket.
Yeah, I'm going to say last week there was a little breeze. This week we have wind. We have actual wind. And, I think it's going to play a part tonight in the passing game and the kicking game.
It's finally starting to feel like November. We were spoiled with 75-degree temperatures the last couple weeks, but it has since dropped down the last couple nights.
Sponge.
Yes, sir.
Did you really have to put stones in your pockets down there?
Yes, I did.
You're hanging tough.
I'm hanging, yep. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, another guy that's nice and warm up in another press box down in Johnstown is Ed DiMartino, who, as we said, is calling in, unable to make it tonight. Ed, are you there?
Yes, I am, boys. Nice to be with you. And there is no wind here at the inside the First Summit Arena, so nice conditions for a hockey game.
Thanks, Ed.
Hey, more power to you, Sponge.
That's why I make the big bucks.
There you go. That's why you're the highest paid on the staff.
So we are going to go ahead and make our picks. Got a couple interesting games this week. I also have a couple District 5 matchups that we'll be picking, and as always, the District 6 playoff matchup. So we're going to start in District 5. The 1A matchup on Saturday is Windber versus Northern Bedford at Somerset High School.
All right, I'm going to take Northern Bedford in that one. I think Northern Bedford just a little too strong for Windber.
I like Windber in that game, Ed.
I'm taking Windber.
I am also going Windber in that one. That's on Saturday at Somerset High School. The 2A matchup.
I hope I'm wrong, but
the 2A matchup tonight at Windber Stadium is Bedford versus Berlin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bison in that one.
I'll take Bedford.
I got Bedford also. I think their competition during the year has been a little bit stronger.
A clean sweep for Bedford. I also have the Bison winning that one. And then Somerset versus Brockway tonight.
I'm gonna go Brockway.
Somerset.
I don't know much about Brockway, but I think they're going to win. Brockway.
I'm also feeling Brockway in this one. All right, now for our District 6 matchups in Single A. Tomorrow night, we have Bishop Guilfoyle against Claysburg Kimmel at Hollidaysburg High School.
BG all the way.
Yeah, I'm going to take Bishop Guilfoyle on that one. Yep, take the Marauders.
BG.
Yeah, BG, they've been rolling, and they are going to continue that nice season that they've had. Penns Manor at Northern Cambria tonight.
I'm going Northern Cambria from here.
Yeah, I'm going to take the home team, Northern Cambria, in that one.
Northern Cambria.
Yeah, Northern Cambria going to win. Also tonight, in the AA matchup, we have Bellwood Annis at Cambria Heights. Very intriguing matchup.
Now this one's very, very intriguing. I think I'm gonna go Bellwood Annis in this one.
I'm going to go Cameron Heights. I think Bellwood's not as good as McCourt was, and I think Heights takes them.
Well, it's Bellwood, right? Bellwood.
Yes, Bellwood.
It's probably an upset there. I think originally was leaning toward Cambria Heights, but I kind of changed my mind. I'm looking for the upset.
I think it's going to be really close. I picked McCourt last week just because that strength of schedule. We talk about how good those Laurel Highlands teams are. Didn't work out McCourt's favor, but I do think that the Laurel Highlands team tonight, Bellwood, will take down Cambria Heights and hand them their first and last loss of the season. The 3A matchup, the championship tonight at Mansion Park, is Penn Cambria versus Tyrone.
I'm going to take Penn Cambria in this one.
Panthers from here.
Penn Cambria for me.
I also have Penn Cambria. Although Tyrone, they've been playing better football the back half of the season. They started the year injured, but they have since picked up and found their legs the back half of the year. But the Panthers, they're going to win tonight. In 4A, the championship tomorrow night at Mansion Park, Juniata versus Bellefonte.
I'm gonna take Bellefonte.
I forget. I think I took Bellefonte.
You took Juniata, but
Juniata, yeah, I'll stick with him.
I'm going to stay with Juniata myself. That's what I picked originally, right?
Yes, Juniata, and I also have Juniata winning that matchup. And then the score prediction for tonight between Richland and Marion Center. Ed, what do you got?
Okay, I think Richland getting some of their linemen back. I think they're going to have a big night on the ground. I think Richland takes this one 35-7.
I like Richland tonight also. I'm going to go 45-6.
Freddie?
I'll be a little more conservative, 28-7. Richland.
I agree with you, Fred. I think it's going to be a little closer. I like 35 to 13. I think they get 2 scores tonight. All right, thank you to Ed DiMartino calling in from First Summit Arena, downtown Johnstown, calling the Tomahawks tonight on the CW Network. Ed, always a pleasure.
Good luck.
Hey, you guys have a great game, do a great job, and go Rams.
Have fun, Ed.
All right, you too, boys.
As we said, Ed DiMartino calling the Johnstown Tomahawks tonight, unable to be here, and that's really cool that we can do that. We can call him through the Bluetooth on the roadie board, and he's able to make his picks. We did that earlier in the season against Clearfield, and it worked out really nice, and we were able to do that again tonight.
This technology is always amazing to me. I'm just an old guy. I'm not used to all this technology. Yeah. I saw people in the paper complaining about having to buy their tickets online.
Yeah, that's a struggle for some technologically challenged folks.
Seniors like me.
But Richland, they always do a nice job. They keep about 3 or 4 faculty and admin personnel outside of the gate, and they help out the people that weren't able to purchase the tickets at home. Once they get to the gate, they're able to purchase them online and then come and watch the district playoff game.
Stone, I saw where the school was trying to get the students to come. They didn't have a very good student section last week, and they offered them free ice cream next week at school if they come tonight, and they get entered in a drawing to win tickets to the Richland Cinemas if they come tonight.
Yeah, the boosters, they're trying to make it more appealing for the students to come. It's really tough to get the students to want to come. Yeah, as a high schooler, I know that
in this weather,
especially in November. Yeah, but as you said, there are some free ice cream vouchers being offered for in school next week, and the Richland Cinemas movie vouchers. The students have to enter to win. There will be one drawing for 2 free ticket vouchers, so the students they have the chance to get those vouchers tonight.
Well, maybe the students have had a hard time coming, but our crowd has always been great.
Yeah, the crowd is especially for an early November game where the weather's starting to get a little colder. It's starting to get darker earlier in the evening. Richland, they've got a good crowd tonight. And Marion Center, too, they traveled very nicely. And we said last week that United Valley, they traveled very nicely as well. So the fans, they're bundled up tonight. It is a little colder than it has been the last couple weeks, and windier, might I add. But the fans for both sides coming out in full force tonight.
You're where as most people are where I'm from. I am an Indiana County guy. And every time we had a chance to play a Johnstown team, it was a big deal. So that's why they draw. They bring their fans with them because this is a big event for them. Big time.
Yeah, the winner of tonight's game will go on to play Cambria Heights and Bellwood next week at Mansion Park. We don't have a date or a time if the Rams were to win that. We're assuming it would be on a Friday or a Saturday at most likely 7 o'clock. As you said, the winner of this game plays Cambria Heights or Bellwood Annis.
I'm pretty sure it is Friday. We just don't know the time. But don't take me on my word.
Yeah, we don't want to assume, because oftentimes when we assume, we aren't 100% right. But it is next week. It is at Mansion Park. We can tell you that much. And it will be against Cambria Heights or Bellwood Annis.
I want to get back to these students for a minute. Is it possible that we've been so good for so long, Stone? We've been so good for so long that people kind of know we're going to win anyhow? They kind of expect it.
I think
if this is the first time we're in a district play, we'd probably have a lot of kids here.
That's a reasonable assumption, because the Richland girls played a state playoff game in volleyball on Tuesday, and there were easily 60 or 70 kids that participated in the student section and were loud and very verbose as the Lady Rams took down Hopewell 3-0. They play Saturday, tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Sharon High School against Corey in the state quarterfinals.
And we definitely hope if the fans and kids don't come tonight, they're listening at home to us.
Oh, 100%.
On YouTube.
100%. As we say before every single game, if you're listening at home, make sure you comment on the live chat on YouTube. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us who you are watching. We love to get your comments. And we did have a couple fans that commented last week saying that they were from United Valley listening into the game, and the prior week, some Bellefonte fans listening in. And I'm sure that we'll have a couple Marion Center folks listening in tonight.
I'm sure they will. There's a nice crowd, like you said, though, Stone. There's a nice crowd over there on the Marion Center side.
Yeah, very, very solid crowd. They got two of those three larger sections of bleachers almost full, and I'd say well over 2/3 of the bleachers are packed full of Stinger faithful.
Seems like the wind has died down to it, I imagine.
Sponge, what are the conditions down on the field?
It's not died down at all. Check out that flag, Freddie.
Yeah, those flags are blowing left to right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good breeze down here.
I'll check in on the 6 News weather app to see what exactly the mile per hour on the wind is. I'm sure it's a high number. And we will get back to Hurlinger Field following the national anthem. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. That was the national anthem played by the Richland Ram Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Jared Canistraci. And one of the things we've said all year long is that the band much improved from last year.
I ran into Jared down at Chili's on Sunday after church. I complimented him and gave him an attaboy because he's done such a great job with the band this year. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, we've said that numerous times this year that they are many, many moons better than they were last year. Not to say that they weren't good last year, but it's more to say that about this group and how much better they are and how much more improved.
Looks like the Marion Center crowd's about to expand here too, Stone.
Yeah, we just had 4 buses, I'm assuming filled with cheerleaders and the band, which I don't see. And they'll be filling into the visiting side bleachers here very soon.
It's about an hour's ride from Marion Center to here, so it's not too bad of a ride.
That's not too bad. It is a hike for some. It is getting darker earlier, so some might feel like they don't want to come because of the dark, the nighttime. They don't want to come. Driving on back roads from up near Indiana, I believe, is where Marion Center is. Yeah, Indiana. We have an Indiana Gazette reporter here, Robbie Noggle from the Tribune again. So it's a full press box again here at Hurlinger Field. As the Richland Rams are preparing to run out of the tunnel.
I thought the tunnel was illegal. It's not, I guess, huh?
I did too. I was surprised when they brought it out last week, but they do have it out again this week against Marion Center for this round 2 matchup. And here come the Rams. Try to get some numbers of the flag holders. We got Austin Blau with the American flag. I believe that's Jacob Mathis with the Richland R flag. And Hans Grjordan, Hans from Norway, carrying the pancake flag for the Rams. Rams in the blue jerseys, white pants, and the white helmets. They'll be wearing those for the remainder of the year.
We missed the coin toss. We were talking when they tossed the coin in the pregame. So
yeah, we did miss the coin toss. I do have a list of the referees, the officials for tonight's game. Gary Scott, Jamie Boyles, Jake Cassell, Steve Yasnowski, Frank Holtz, Dan Oslowski, and Rob Pinotti, the officials for tonight's game.
Full crew out there tonight. That's good.
Yeah, 7 guys as the Marion Center Stingers running out onto the field. They are in white tops, yellow bottoms, and dark green helmets.
Hey guys, where's the rest of their team?
I commented on that. I commented on that.
That's not too many people.
Yeah, they have a small team. What was the number that you said before the game?
24 is what I heard.
24. Yeah, that's a small team.
And they don't want to start a fight because they're going to lose the fight. Oh, they all ran out carrying American flags, which we probably should mention Monday is Veterans Day. So.
It is Veterans Day, and the Ram Nation, the Richland High School, they always do a really nice job with the Veterans Day assembly the Wednesday before. They bring in veterans from the families of students, and it's a really nice presentation. The band, chorus, and orchestra, they do a really nice job, and then they list through all of the veterans from the families of the Richland students. Most are able to make it, and then they're treated to a brunch afterwards, but some, obviously, whether they were killed in the line of action or unable to make it to Richland, are also honored. And Richland High School and the Richland School District Foundation, they always do a really nice job with that.
You were there too, weren't you, Stan? You saw the whole thing.
Yes.
You saw the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you're a senior. You're still a student. You do such a good job.
Yeah, I am a senior this year. This is my final. Oh, it could be final. There's still a chance that state playoff game, if the Rams were to win tonight, then win the district championship, that playoff game could be here. But there is a good chance that this is my final home game here as a Richland Ram. And I told myself that I wouldn't get all worked up about it because I've thought about it all week long. But this is most likely my final home game here, and I just want to say that I've had a lot of fun doing it.
You've done great, Stone.
I claim you'll be back, Stone.
Oh, I'll be back. I'll make the trip from Waynesburg. It's not that long. I'll be there this weekend for an admissions visit, and I'll get to see the football game on Saturday. So Marion Center did win the toss, and they elected to defer. The Rams will receive and drive left to right, which is the direction that the wind is also blowing. So,
guys, I just grabbed note. Rico, I said, what do you think about wind? How do you look at it? And he said, I'll be fine. So he's not worried about it.
That kid's got all the confidence in the world, and yeah, I agree with him, Sponge. I don't think that the wind will cause him too many problems tonight.
Oh, he's kicking with the wind. It certainly will not be a problem. If he's kicking against it, you just have to try to keep the ball a little bit lower. Try more of a line drive type of kick when you're kicking into the wind.
Yeah, as you said, the Rams driving with the wind to start. Marion Center will have to kick into that wind to kick things off tonight.
Kids look pretty sharp out there, Stone.
Yeah, they do. I always like the blue, whether it's the pants or the uniforms. I really love my favorite uniform combo this year was when they wore the blue shells on the helmets and the salute to service uniforms when they played Bishop McCourt. I thought that uniform matchup was really crisp, really sharp. Bishop McCourt, they were wearing their I guess you could say, well, I guess vintage kind of, because they are merged with Bishop Carroll this year. They wear those red tops and gold pants, and Richland obviously wearing those blue helmets and the salute to service uniforms.
Beautiful night for football. We're going to walk out with the rain. No rain again. Here we go. District 6 playoffs. It's always a big deal in the districts.
Yes, it is.
District 6 anything, whether it's track or basketball or volleyball, it's always more important.
So on to kick this one away to start tonight's matchup is Joshua Traup, and back deep to receive near the 15-yard line is Austin Yarnick and Jameer Christian. Number 13, Austin Yarnick, the senior, has done a really nice job returning the ball off the kickoff this year, 26 yards average per return for that young man. So Troop kicks this one away. Yarnick will receive it at the 20. Moves over the 30, over the 35, runs with his blockers over the 40, and taken down near the 42-yard line, where the Rams will take over 1st and 10, 11:45 to go in the opening quarter of play. And we'll see Jake Regan, who, as we said earlier, had a really nice game last week, had 282 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. Those passing yard totals and touchdown totals all season high for the freshman.
Every week you get a little bit more confidence, Stan. He's not a freshman anymore.
So Joe McEnany in the backfield to start. To Regan's
Lane
right.
Lucas is in.
Yeah, Lane Lucas is in. He injured himself, his ankle. He had a high ankle sprain in warm-ups prior to the United Valley game, but he is back. There was a chance that he was going to miss and then come back next week, but he is playing. The first carry of the game is Joe McEnany. He's got lots of space, running right up the middle, and takes this one past the 40, near the 35, into Marion Center territory, and a big gain for Joe McEnany on the game's first play.
Nice blocking, great burst of speed there.
Nice to have Brody Hollis back. He opened the hole.
Rams go in NASCAR to start. They're going to hand this one off to McEnany again, but a really nice tackle from Marion Center. Number 6, Tyler Phillips, the sophomore, cutting down Joe McEnany at the legs. They'll call it about a gain of 3 as it brings up 2nd down and 7. And Sponge and Fred, we got the band, a large band from Marion Center, coming and filling in the rest of those empty seats on the visitor side.
We just got a shout out from Palmetto, Florida, from John Rubel. Listening to the game.
2 receivers left and right. McEnany still in the backfield with Regan. Regan rolling out to his right, looking downfield. He's going to fire this one, and it is complete to Jameer Christian near the 20-yard line. That's good enough for another Richland first down, gain of about 12 or 13. And Richland driving really nicely, really quick to start this one out.
Nice to have you on board, JD. Glad to hear from you, buddy.
Hey, they did that last week. They made a good play, and then they just put the pedal down.
Yeah, moving quick to start this one. 58 seconds into the game, and the Rams already on the edge of the red zone. Regan takes this one and hands off to Joe McEnany, running left. He's got some space and avoids another tackle there as he moves over the 15-yard line and is finally brought down after a gain of about 7 or 8 on the first down carry. That brings up 2nd down and short for the Rams.
They're playing like they have a mission in front of them right now. McEnany is running very, very hard.
Yeah, Joe McEnany has had a fine season running the ball. 112 carries, 706 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns. He had 81 yards last week and a touchdown against the Lions of United Valley. There's a flag on the play, and it's an illegal procedure for the Rams.
Austin Yarnick took a step forward.
That's all right. We won't get on him too much.
And,
yeah.
He's our man.
He had a heck of a game last week. 8 receptions, 191 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's the 2nd highest receiving yard total of his career, behind the 220-yard performance against Chestnut Ridge his sophomore year. So that backs him up 5 yards, 2nd down and 8 from the 18-yard line. Regan takes a snap, pumps right, now has pressure. Going to throw this one to Jameer Christian, who is able to come down with the ball, but is popped by number 19, Noah McCoy, weighing in at 6'1", 145 pounds. Had a big hit against Jameer Christian there, who was able to get 2 or 3 yards near the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Rams.
Jameer's a fun kid to watch play football, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very shifty, and he can do it in a number of different ways, whether it's running the ball, whether it's receiving on the punt return. He can do it all.
And he's tough as nails. He gets hit hard, and he gets right back up.
We said that all year long. Jameer Christian, a tough kid, even though he only weighs in at 155 pounds, standing 5'8". Regan going to take this one himself, is able to get the first down inside the 10. And Jake Regan, who hasn't run the ball a ton this year at the quarterback position, is able to get the Rams inside the 10 for a first down. And that brings up first down and goal at the 6-yard line for the Rams. Still early in this first quarter, 9:07 to go.
Nice blocking on the interior there.
Now that offensive line, we said coming into the year that was going to be a big question mark, but they have done surprisingly well throughout this season. Cody Yeager put in motion. As Regan takes a snap, hands this one off to McEnany, who runs left, trying to get to the pylon, and he does. That's a Richland Ram touchdown. Joe McEnany, his 11th on the year, on the ground rushing, and the Rams take an early 6-0 lead with 8:43 to go in the opening quarter, pending the extra point.
Yeah, the line is a question every year, Stone. Every summer I hear our offensive line isn't going to be any good this year. But our coaches do such a great job with them.
And as we've learned, the back half of the year, they've gotten some surprising depth. Some guys like Gavin Sheets, Hans Grajordan, Landon Myers filling in the backup positions have done a really nice job as Noah Ricco splits the horns for his 47th point after attempt on the season. And that bumps the score to 7-0.
I think that kick ended up at Penn Highlands.
Hey, definitely nice to have Lane Lucas and Brody Hollis back in that line tonight.
Yeah, Brody Hollis missed last week's game with an Achilles injury, and Lane Lucas was questionable to play heading into tonight. He had that high ankle sprain that he suffered early in pregame against United Valley, and he is playing tonight. He told me on Wednesday that he didn't think he was going to play, but obviously things change. We didn't have school today or yesterday, so I wasn't able to talk to him.
Well, Monday is. There's no school Monday, is there?
There is no school Monday, no. We had parent-teacher conferences Thursday and Friday, and then Veterans Day on Monday.
Well, you guys have it made.
We do. They call it No School November, Fred.
Oh, boy.
We got a couple. There's a teacher in service at some point later in the month, the Thanksgiving break. So we got lots of time off from school in the month of November. As No Ricco has to reset the ball on the tee. That wind, it's going to be a factor.
Not if we run the ball.
He didn't have any issues with that extra point. That
No, he
looked like the usual. No,
I think they're still looking for the ball.
Yeah, I think it's down in that Penn Highlands parking lot. No, Ricco kicks this one away. It bounces into the end zone for another touchback. He's done an absolutely fantastic job with those touchbacks this year. He had 4 last week, 31 on the year. That's his 32nd. And he was listed. There's this TikTok account, right, that goes and they list all the top kickers in the state, and he was mentioned on it yesterday. He's had such a great year, such a great career here for the Rams.
He's only a junior, right?
Oh, he's a senior.
I thought he was a junior.
So Marion Center has the ball now, and they're going to run it up the middle. But a nice job by Nate Pugh to bring down the ball carry. That's number 6, Tyler Phillips, for the Stingers. He's able to get 3 or 4 on the first carry of the game.
Austin Blau is on that bottom, too.
Yeah, Austin Blau. He's had a really nice year on the defensive line, along with Lane Lucas, Hans Grajordan, and Brody Hollis, the 4 guys up front that have got it done for the Rams all season long. The quarterback tonight is number 12, Camden Rising, not to be confused with the Utah Ute, the 7th-year senior out in the Big 12, as they hand it off to number 13, Drew Runk, who's able to get about a yard to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Stingers.
Our defensive line played so well last week, Stone.
They did, even though they had a couple guys out with injury. The depth of the lines this year that we've found out, that we've discovered the last couple games, has been really surprising.
All the kids need is a chance, that's all. Just give me a chance, Coach.
So 2 receivers left and right of the quarterback Rising. Running back in the backfield is Tyler Phillips, standing to Rising's right. Rising looks right, and the pass is caught. And running over the defender, Jude McGarwa, is number 34. That's Mason Plosniak.
First down, I believe.
And a first down for the Stingers. over the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down near the 32. So big third down pickup for Marion Center. They'll stick with the two receivers left and right. Tight end on the line is number 13. As Rising will take it himself and has a nice hole, able to get near the first down, dragged down for a gain of about 9 or 10 by Nate Pugh. I think they'll mark him a yard short at the 41-yard line, so make it second down and short for the Stingers on their first offensive drive of the game. So Rising under center now. In motion is number 34. That's Mason Plazkuniak. He's able to pick up the first down to the 46-yard line for Marion Center. So 2 sets of downs, 2 first downs for Marion Center, running the ball really nicely on this first offensive possession.
Little reverse action with the pulling guard. It was a nice play, well designed. I believe Rising's father, is he the quarterback? He's the quarterback.
Yeah, Camden Rising is the quarterback.
His dad is the head coach.
Junior standing 5'10", 175 pounds.
His dad's the head coach, I believe.
His dad is the head coach.
You don't have much for stats on them, do you? So.
No, I don't. Max Preps didn't feature a whole lot on Marion Center. Only 6 games to choose from. So Rising takes it himself. Gets about 6 or 7 yards. I believe it's 6. Over the 50-yard line to the 48 of Richland.
Mama Red Hot.
So that brings up second down and about 4 for Marion Center.
It's a perfect offense to run against the Rams. You control the clock, you don't let Richland have the ball, and you pick up some yards. They're doing a good job right now.
Sponge?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, I heard you turn your microphone on. I thought you had something to say. So second down and 4 for Marion Center. Plazkuniak in motion. They're going to hand this one off to Phillips, who runs right up the middle and has enough for a first down over the 45-yard line, taken down at the 43. That's another Marion Center first down. They've been running the ball really nicely with Tyler Phillips and Mason Plazkuniak.
As I said, that's the game plan to beat the Rams. Keep the ball on the ground, keep it to yourself. Don't let them have the ball. If they have the ball, they're probably going to score because they look really good in the offense tonight.
So first down and 10 for Marion Center. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. They're going to hand off to Plazkuniak, who runs right and has some space over the 40-yard line and taken down near the 37. Marion Center running the ball really nicely on this first offensive possession. Taken down again by Nate Pugh for a gain of about 6. That brings us second down.
Swat back goes in motion, coming hard way, and then he turns and goes the other way. That's our guys fooled. They're doing a very good job there. You got to give them credit. You did. Give them credit.
So second down and 4. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line. 4:45 to go in the opening quarter. Richland leads Marion Center 7-0, courtesy of the Joe McEnany touchdown early in the first quarter. Rising takes the snap and is going to hand this one off to Phillips, who has another first down, running over defenders, finally dragged down near the 20-yard line. So another first down on the ground for Marion Center. This time it was Tyler Phillips on the carry. Whether it's been Phillips or Plazkuniak, they've done a really nice job running the football against Richland thus far.
Yeah, they're going right up the middle every play. I think we're going to need to shift into the gaps here.
So huddling up is the Marion Center offense. Clock ticking now near 4 minutes, and as you mentioned, they're chewing up a lot of time. Richland got the job done really quickly, but Marion Center taking a little longer to move the ball down the field, but they're doing it very methodically. Rising under center, going to hand this one off to number 13 on the carry, and Runk is going to take this one for another first down over the 15-yard line, dragged down near the 13.
It's all counteraction with pulling guards. Our kids look a little bit confused right now with Storm. Stone.
Yeah, a lot of motions, whether they're going under center or in the shotgun. They're showing Richland a lot of different formations, and they've struggled to stop this run.
The wind is picked up, and it's in their face, so they're going to run. So we got to be ready for it.
Yeah, they're just going to put the ball into the guts of their running backs and let them work. So first down and 10, ball spotted on the 12-yard line of Richland. Rising under center, in motion goes Plazkuniak. They're going to hand this one off to him again. Runs right and is taken down near the 10. Looks like the ball came out late at the end. Wait for a signal. Looks like the runner, Plazkuniak, was down for a gain of 2. Second down and 8 upcoming.
Watch the man in motion. He's the key.
Yeah, they've got a lot of motioning with the slot backs, as you mentioned. So second down and 8 from the 10-yard line of Richland. Marion Center has the ball. In motion goes Slavinsky. And right up the middle is the running back, Phillips.
Not so good that time.
Has a gain of about 2 down to the 8-yard line, and that brings up third down and 6. Boy, you would hate to stall and not put this ball in the end zone if you're Marion Center, because if you're Richland and you're able to stop them from getting into pay dirt, you got to figure that's a win for the defense.
That was another one of those pile-ups, and they just didn't want to blow the whistle, and finally did.
Yeah, that's something that you guys talked about a lot this year, even dating back to last year, the pile-ups and when it comes to the referees blowing the whistle. So rising under center, hands this one off to Phillips, but is met immediately. He was able to power forward for a gain of about 2 near the 5-yard line.
You got 4 down territory, obviously.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of hitting and pulling them forward and not pushing them back.
So fourth down upcoming here for Marion Center. 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Richland leads 7-0. 4 yards to get the first down.
First big play of the game, Stone.
Yeah, this is big. Phillips in the backfield, rising under center. They're going to no, it's going to be a fake, and they're going to throw it, and it will be caught for a touchdown. Drew Runk on the play-action pass from Cam Rising. They totally fool the Richland defense, and they're able to get into the end zone to answer with a touchdown of their own. 7-6 the score with 1:10 to go. The play-action pass catching the Rams off guard there.
That's the second pass in that drive. The rest of it was all runs.
Yeah, they did have one other pass to Mason Plazkunak earlier on that drive for a first down near their own 30-yard line, but the second pass on the drive ends up in a touchdown. So on to kick the extra point away. It is blocked. It was a bad snap. Troy Slavinsky unable to field it. The kicker was Brady Haggerty, and it looked like, I believe that was Arnold McGarwa in on the block.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Austin Yarnick.
Okay, Austin Yarnick on the block. I looked down and I didn't.
Time for Coach Ripple to make his adjustments.
Yeah, we saw.
He does.
We saw this last week. United Valley took the ball down for a touchdown on the first drive of the game, but they were able to make some adjustments, and they stopped United Valley until late in the second half when they got some points.
It was an impressive drive, though. It took almost the whole quarter to do it.
Coach Rip has them huddled up. He's telling them what they need to do.
Yeah, they always do a really nice job. The Richland coaches do of finding adjustments, and they're able to stop the other team from succeeding on some things they work on earlier in the game. And the Richland defense, they make adjustments as the game goes on. So we'll see how Richland responds. 7-6 the score with 1:10 to go in the first quarter of play. As the Rams will get the ball back, and Marion Center will have to kick this one in the wind to either Jameer Christian or Austin Yarnick standing on the 15-yard line.
The importance of special teams, Stone.
Yeah, special teams are
missing that point is big.
Yeah, special teams are very important. We'll see if those missed point after attempt will come back to haunt them at some point, because now they're a point behind Richland. On to kick this one away is Joshua Traup. They do have a holder for this kick, so the ball doesn't fly off. That's a short line drive kick. It will be fielded by Austin Yarnick at the 20-yard line. It was over the 30. It was over the 35, over the 40, on the near side over the 50-yard line, and is finally taken down in Marion Center territory. Another really nice return by Austin Yarnick. This one well over 30 yards, and Richland's going to have excellent field position on their second drive of the game with 1:01 to go in the first quarter play.
Importance of special teams. There it is again.
Let's look for him to go up top to Arnold here.
Arnold is flanked by Joe McEnany in the slot. I think that's or maybe Cody Yeager in the back. No, it is Austin Yarnick in the backfield. So Regan Going to throw this one out to Austin Yarnick on a running back out, and he's able to get the first down over the 35. So Austin Yarnick, as we said, coming off that big receiving game last week, 8 receptions for 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they're getting him involved early here on the second drive of the game.
In my opinion, one of the best players in the Laurel Highlands.
He's the best player on his team, and you're exactly right, one of the best athletes in the Laurel Highlands. So Joe McEnany back in the backfield, 2 receivers left and right for the Rams on their second drive of the game, leading 7-6 in the first quarter of play. Regan takes a snap. He's going to air this one out for Jude McGarrow, but he just overthrew him. The man in coverage, Troy Slavinsky, fell down, and Jude was wide open that time, but Jake Regan just sailed that ball a little too far.
Looked like he tugged him a little bit when he fell down too, but there no call.
Yeah, a little hand grabbing there that time, but looks like the referees are going to make them or let them play.
Oh, hitch and go. That looks like a hitch and go to me.
Yeah, that's what it was. So now the Rams go trips left with Arnold McGarrow alone on the near side. They do a hard count, and the defenders do jump. So that is going to be a flag on Marion Center.
Go freeze. He hasn't used the freeze much this year, Stone.
No, not as much as we have in years past,
Yeah.
but when they have utilized it, it's worked most of the time. So now it brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Rams. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Or excuse me, the 30-yard line.
I definitely see a mismatch with Arnold and the guy that's on him.
Yeah, that defender in coverage, Noah McCoy, 6'1", 145 pounds, compared to Arnold McGarrow standing 6'3", 185. Regan takes this one and hands it off to Joe McEnany, who's met at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to fall forward for a gain of 2. Joe McEnany had the touchdown on the previous drive. I believe that was number 67, Carter Knox, on the tackle for Marion Center. So 3rd down and 3, ball on the 28 for the Rams. Regan takes a snap, but the play's blown dead.
Illegal motion.
As the first quarter comes to an end.
Coach wanted to get that play off before the quarter ended. He's a little upset.
I didn't realize the clock was ticking down to the end of the first quarter. So after 1, the score, Richland 7, Marion Center 6. So we would like to thank our sponsors for the 2024 Richland Ram football season here on the Richland Football Network. Again, this broadcast couldn't be done without you all. First Summit Bank, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Ponchione Financial Group, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FWF Insurance Agency, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire and Service, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, First Team Advertising, DB Homes, The Willow Event Venue, Roof Rejuve, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, Ashboro Landscape Curbing, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Flair of Country Catering, Tap 814 Beauty Lawn, Laurel Auto Group, Mahalco's General Contracting, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Tuscan Grill, Rizzo's of Winber, Nico's, Chansung Shong Medical Center, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Advantage Auto Service, Dr. Ed DiMartino, DMD, Market Basket, Realty One Group, More Family Dentistry, RNDT, Next Gen Amusements, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, and Able Pest Control.
Thank you, one and all.
We got Wildcat with Jameer.
Yeah, Jameer Christian in the backfield. He's had some good success running the football this year. So he is going to take it himself, run up the middle, but a nice tackle by number 55. That's Lakin Bailey, taken down near the line to gain.
He did make something out of nothing. There's nothing there.
And they are going to give Jameer a first down, a gain of 3 on the play. So a new set of downs for Richland to start the second quarter.
That was a different look. They had some young kids in there, Chase Lohr and Jackson Moore. I don't know why they threw them out.
Yeah, we've had a couple different times this year where we've seen some of the underclassmen come in, not necessarily in a blowout situation where the second team comes in, but just early in the game. Regan takes this one and hands it off to Joe McEnany, runs up the middle over the 20 and down near the 15. about a yard short of the line to gain. A gain of 9 for McEnany brings up second down and about 1.
The young guys with a lot of experience. That's the key. Next year they've done this before.
Yeah, especially on defense.
Yeah.
And the lines, offensive and defensive. We're going to be losing a lot of guys who will be graduating for this team. Cody Yeager in the backfield now for Richland. Joe McEnany in motion. Regan takes a snap and hands this one off to Yeager, who is taken down near the 15-yard line by number 67, Carter Knox,
they're not
for the Stingers. And yeah, you said it, Sponge. Not a very generous spot for the Rams, taken down about a length of the football short of the line to gain, which is the 15-yard line.
They're going to actually measure her. I haven't seen one all year.
Someone made the comment in the stands the other day. Isn't it amazing in this age of technology we still measure first downs with chains?
I know in the preseason for the NFL they tested out a new technology with I believe it was Sony and a couple different technology companies were trying to come up with a way to abolish the chains, which have become ancient. But
I thought that was pretty funny. There were sticks and chains.
Yeah, well, the sticks and chains come out and measure, and they give Richland the first down. They give them the 15-yard line, so a new set of downs for the Rams. 10:30 to go in the second quarter. Rams up 7-6 over the Stingers. It looks like the wind really picking up now. I see the towels on the back of the players blowing in the wind. In motion goes Austin Yarnick. He takes it on a jet sweep. Over the 15, over the 10, eyes on the end zone, but is popped inside the 5, and a flag comes out. A big-time hit from Mason plus Kunak.
It was a real nice block on the edge. I couldn't see who did it, but it was a great block by one of the Richland players.
It was a bruising block. I believe it was Joe McEnany. So we'll wait and see what the flag is on as Mason plus Kunak went high on Austin Yarnick.
Yeah, it's going to be a personal foul headshot. They should have called one the first drive down there. They didn't.
It's going to be...
Jameer Christian got away with a pretty good hold. But I'm not going to tell the ref.
Hey, it is what it is. So the flag...
That's the nice block I was talking about.
I guess so.
That was the block.
So the ball will be moved from the 3-yard line down inside the 2, where it'll be first and goal for the Rams. As Jake Regan and company getting the play from the sideline. Austin Yarnick and Jameer Christian, the lone receivers, left and right. Regan takes a snap, hands off to Jameer Christian, who is taken down in the backfield. Mason plus Kunak drags down Jameer Christian for a loss of 2. That brings up second down. So second down and goal for Richland. Clock under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. They will keep Jameer in the backfield with Austin far side and Arnold McGarry near side. In motion goes Cody Yeager. Long snap count here for the Rams. Regan takes it and rolls out right, looking for a receiver in the end zone, and he has a man. Joe McEnany, 1 on the ground, 1 through the air, and his second touchdown of the night makes the score Richland 13, Marion Center 6, with 9:32 to go in the second quarter. Again, a play-action pass, this time for the Rams, fooling the defense.
That was a bullet by Jake Regan in through the wind.
Yeah, we've talked all year about the strength, the arm power of Jake Regan, and a really nice ball there to Joe McEnany in the end zone. So now no Rico kicking into the wind, but I have no doubts in my mind that this will be good for many, many yards. And it's up, and it is good. So Noah Rico.
Is he still perfect?
Yeah, he is still perfect on the year. One of 9 kickers in the state that are still perfect on the year for point after attempts.
I mean, he must have a pretty good holder and a pretty good long snapper as well.
Yeah, Jake Regan, and going back to Grayson Mala, the holders, and Austin Blau, I believe, is the long snapper. Correct me if I'm wrong. But speaking of Austin Blau, he's been kind of shaken up all night long. He's being attended to by some coaches and Tracy Knase, our athletic trainer, on the left side of our sideline. But let's talk about that touchdown. Sponge, as you mentioned, Jake Regan, a bullet on that throw to Joe McEnany for his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, he's rolling out to the right, throws back across his body into the wind, a bullet for a touchdown.
So 3 offensive drives tonight for these teams, 2 for the Rams, 1 for the Stingers, and 3 touchdowns. So lots of points early. I like these kind of, firework games, but we did say that last week when Marion Center took it down for a touchdown, and then Richland took it down for a touchdown, and Marion Center only scored 1 other touchdown the rest of the night in a 37-12 final score. So we'll see if Marion Center can keep up with the Rams here. Noah Ricco.
Another long drive would be nice for them.
As Noah Ricco will kick this one away. Gunnar Hagens is the holder, and back deep to receive the kick is number 7, Troy Slavinsky for the Stingers. Snow Ricco into the wind, and it just kind of dies at the 23-yard line, and it is picked up as the Marion Center Stingers had to run up on it. Tyler Phillips racing to the football and then diving down on it.
He put that ball pretty high there in the wind.
Yeah, he kicked it up high, and then it just kind of stopped moving.
Difficult to field. Give him a lot of credit fielding that punt.
But it is still similar to that of a touchback, as Marion Center will take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 9:29 to go in the second quarter. Rams lead 14-6. Phillips in the backfield to Rising's right, 2 receivers left and right for the Stingers. Rising will take this one himself, running right, trying to get to the outside over the 30, over the 40, and out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. A really nice block that time by Mason plus Kunak on the outside, allowing his quarterback Rising to pick up a big-time gain and a first down for the Stingers.
We're into a shootout tonight, Stu.
Yeah, running the football, Marion Center, they're exposing our defense, our run defense, and they're moving it really, really nicely to start. So 1st down and 10, ball on the 41 of Marion Center. Rising goes under center this time. And motion goes plus Kunak. Rising, he's going to chuck this one deep downfield. Has a man, and it is incomplete.
Interference, buddy.
And there is a flag. Austin Yarnick in coverage. Fans don't like it here on the Richland side, as Rising was looking deep for Noah McCoy, the receiver. And Marion Center's going to have a first down on the pass interference. Thank you for letting me know there was a flag. I didn't see it.
Questionable, but it was there.
We have had very few pass interference flags on the Rams this season, whether it's June McGarwa, Austin Yarnick, Arnold McGarwa, Jameer Christian, Cody Yeager. Our pass coverage has been stellar this year.
That's a little questionable there because the guy, the ref on the sidelines didn't call it, and that's right in front of him. The back judge down there threw it.
So the 15-yard penalty puts Marion Center into Richland territory. 1st down and 10, ball spotted on the 44-yard line of Richland. 9:14 to go in the second quarter of play. 2 receivers left and right for the Stingers. In the backfield is Tyler Phillips. Rising takes the snap, going to take it himself, running left. Rising, trying to get to the outside, but is taken down by Cody Yeager for a loss of a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11, taken down inbounds for a loss. Cody Yeager's 9th tackle for loss on the season.
Nice defense by Richland. They wouldn't let him, there was nowhere for him to turn upfield.
So 2nd down and 11 here for Marion Center. Behind the sticks for what seems like the first time they've really done a nice job of staying on schedule. Rising takes this one and hands it off. And that was number 13 on the carry, Drew Runk, taken down by Nate Pugh for a gain of about 4.
Joe Penno had that one.
Joe Penn on the tackle. Thank you, Sponge.
And I'm on Joe Penno watch tonight. If he gets 14 tackles, he could move into 2nd on the all-time tackle list for Richland Rams.
That's awesome. Joe's had an absolutely amazing career with the Rams and a really nice season. 116 tackles, 25 for loss, 6 sacks, a forced fumble, and 3 fumble recoveries. On the option play, it is picked up by Tyler Phillips, who powers forward near the 35. Line to gain was the 34, but the far side official has him marked down a yard short. So it'll bring up 4th down for Marion Center, and you figure they're going to go for it here, Fred.
Second big play of the game.
Had a fourth down that they scored on deep in Richland territory inside the 5 on the previous drive. They go hard count. Richland flinches a little but doesn't jump.
Good discipline there, Stone.
They need a whole yard to get the first down. In the backfield is Phillips as Rising goes under center. He will keep it himself and powers forward for about 3 yards, and that'll be a first down for Marion Center. Another fourth down conversion for the Stingers. So they've done it a variety of different ways on the ground. Cam Rising, the quarterback, has taken it himself. Tyler Phillips and Mason Pliskunak have had really nice evenings thus far early. Now the clock ticking down near 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Marion Center moving again nicely as we have a Ram that's down. That's Braden Nepper walking kind of gingerly off the field. He's got the cast on the left arm. And that injury knocked him out of 5 games this season. He played his first game back last week. Now subbing in for the injured Nepper will be number 5, Dom Shank, who has filled in for a couple different guys for injury this year. 14 tackles, a tackle for loss on the season for Dom Shank, the sophomore, who missed last week because he was at the Air Force baseball camp that was hosted out in Colorado.
Yeah, I talked to him. He said it was a wonderful experience. He loved it. So good things to come in the future.
Marion Center breaks the huddle and moves to the line quick. Rising will take this one and hand it off to Drew Runk, who's able to move over the 25-yard line. They might mark him down. They might mark him down right there at the 25. So a gain of 9 on first down brings up second and short. Marion Center getting the line quickly again. Rising under center, and they hand it off to Runk again. And another first down as the offensive line for Marion Center creating some big holes as Cody Yeager finally brings him down near the 13-yard line of Richland. So another first down as Marion Center moving quickly here.
Coach Bailey called timeout.
So a timeout for Richland and a smart, yeah, you said it, Fred, a smart move to kind of kill the momentum of Marion Center.
And Marion Center gives you a lot to look at on offense. That's the problem. They're fast. The runners are fast. They run hard, and they give you an awful lot to look at.
Their runners are also small, and it's like the line is holding them, and they just see a little hole, and they get right through it.
They're pick and choose where they want to run. That's for sure. It's a good game plan. Whoever designed it, it's a good game plan.
We have a couple Richland administrators that want me to pass on this message. A really cool thing. Coach Bailey, Mr. Nadonley, and Dr. Lashinsky attended the Blue Ribbon ceremony today in Washington, D.C. So Coach Bailey went down, attended the ceremony, and then ducked out a little early to come back for Ram Nation and be here for this district playoff game. Drove 7 hours in less than 24 hours to be at practice, the game, and the ceremony. A Blue Ribbon school is a public or non-public school in the United States that has been recognized by the U.S. Department of Education for its academic excellence or progress in closing achievement gaps. And the Richland Elementary School won that a couple months ago, and they had that ceremony and a couple things this week. So Coach Bailey able to drive down to D.C. and come back for the practice and the game. So kudos to them and the Richland Elementary School for winning a National Blue Ribbon Award.
It's quite an honor. There aren't too many schools get that.
So first down and 10 for the Marion Center Stingers at the 14. Rising takes this one and hands it off to Tyler Phillips, who runs up the middle and is taken down short of the 10-yard line at the 11 for a gain of 3. Brings up second down at 7. Marion Center been moving really quickly to the line on this drive, and it's featured Rising going under center with Runk and Phillips in the backfield. And they hands it off to Runk, who moves right inside the 10, inside the 5, and taken down about a yard short of the end zone, where it'll be first down and goal. Marion Center moving quickly again.
They're really good at picking with a hole. They can see it, and as soon as they see the hole, they turn up into it, and they're gone.
Pushing Richland back on their heels. They're going to hand off to Runk again, who finds a hole and the end zone for another Marion Center touchdown as the Stingers answer on 2 consecutive drives with touchdowns, and that makes the score 14-12, pending the point after try.
No punting tonight, buddy. 4 drives, no punts. 2-point conversion coming up.
Yeah, so I expect a 2-point conversion, and that is what Marion Center will line up to do. And a very important 2-point conversion, because even though they have answered with touchdowns, they are still down 2 points. So if they were to miss this, that would be crucial for the Stingers. They stick in the same formation that they've been in most of the drive. They hand off to Runk, who will be tackled by Hans Grosjordan. Did he break the plane? No signal yet. Officials come in and converge. Waiting on a signal. Marion Center thinks it's a 2-point conversion. Rams say no. Still no signal yet. And it is good. Marion Center with a successful 2-point conversion. Drew Young getting the job done for the Stingers. And they tie this game up at 14 with 5:43 to go in the second quarter. Fred, we got a ball game with the way Marion Center's running the ball and the inability for the Richland defense to stop that run. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be really close for the rest of this game.
Richland scores quick. Marion Center drives the length of the field 2 times and scores on lengthy drives. Good game plan on both sides.
So 14-14 the score, 5:43 to go. As Marion Center, they have just been running the ball down the throats of this Richland defense.
I haven't seen this in a long time.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they decide that. They're all looking at each other, and then they just say, yeah, I guess he's in. He was short. I saw he was short.
Yeah, Hans Grosjordan on the tackle.
The wing official on your side, Sponge, that guy in the wing, he should have been sprinting in there as soon as the ball was snapped. He should have been sprinting in there.
Yeah, he did, and then he's asking the back judge, and they're all talking about it. Yeah, if you don't get over, you don't get over.
Couple scores to report. Tyrone leads Penn Cambria 14-8 in the second quarter. Cambria Heights on Bellwood Annis 8-0 in the second quarter. Berlin losing to Bedford 6-0. Northern Cambria up on Penn's Manor 14-0. And Somerset leads Brockway 21-14. Another high-scoring affair going on around the area in the first quarter. So some scores to report across District 6 and District 5. A couple games tonight and a few tomorrow on Saturday. And another Saturday game, the Richland girls volleyball team playing at Sharon High School against Corey High School in the quarterfinals of the state playoffs in volleyball. So running up to kick the ball away was Josh Trout, but again, you see the wind knocking the ball off the tee. So we'll see another holder here, and Trey Lewis will do the job of holding for the kicker troop. So on to kick this one away is Troop. Back deep, Austin Yarnicki and Jameer Christian. It is a short kick. It will be fielded at about the 20-yard line. Cody Yeager on the return. Moves over the 30 and moves near the 35-yard line on that far side of the field. Cody Yeager on the return. Did a nice job, got about 17 or 18 yards on that kick return, and that's where the Rams will take over. 1st and 10 with 5:35 to go in the second quarter. So, Fred, the way that Marion Center's been running the ball down the field and scoring with just seamless ease, a very important offensive drive for the Rams to punch the ball in the end zone.
I'm not sure we can stop Richland. Marion Center can stop Richland. At the same time, I'm not sure Richland can stop Marion Center. Could be a shootout.
Fireworks. So in the backfield, Yeager and McEnany as Joe gets the rock and moves for a gain of about 4 yards to the 40-yard line.
The halftime adjustments will be key.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the Rams come out, depending on how long it takes them to drive the ball down the field on this possession. Marion Center, you'll possibly get the ball back. Richland, if they are able to stop Marion Center, you might get 2 if you score quick and then stop them, but we'll focus in on this drive as the Rams have 2nd down and 6 at the 40. Yeager and McEnany in the backfield again as Joe rolls out near side, and Cody Yeager gets the snap and takes it for a 1st down, a solid gain over the line to gain the 46 and taken down at the 48 for a Richland Ram 1st down. 4:50 to go. Ball spotted on the 48 of Richland, 1st down.
Where the wind's blowing, you almost have to run on this possession.
So they stick with this same formation with McEnany and Yeager in the backfield. A pitch goes to McEnany, who is met in the backfield and taken down for a loss of a yard. First contact for Marion Center was Tyler Phillips. And that brings up 2nd down and long from the 47 for Richland.
He's got to take that ball outside. He had some room outside.
Jude McGarrett checking into the game for Cody Yeager as McEnany is the lone backer in the backfield. Do another hard count. Marion Center flinches a little, but more discipline on this hard count.
That was definitely a freeze play.
Regan pumps left, will take it himself. Not a lot of space to work, but is able to get back to the line of scrimmage and a little more as he pushes forward over the 50-yard line to the 49 of Marion Center. It's a gain of about 4 yards to the 49-yard line. That brings up third down and long for Richland.
Teams have seemed to be reading that play. It's supposed to be a wide receiver screen. Last week it got picked off, and this week they're jumping it.
And that wide receiver screen is a big part of this Richland offense. So we'll see if they can get back to it on this drive. So third down and long here for Richland. Regan takes a snap, looking downfield. It's going to be a screen play to McEnany, but he is met and dragged down by number 71, Isaac Brasa, for no gain on the play. So Richland, they get a first down and then stopped on 3 plays. It'll be 4th down and 7 for Richland, and we'll see what they decide to do. Kicking into the wind, you know, it would be tough to punt, so they are going to go for it here on the 49. 7 yards to get the first down. Line to gain is the 42. They do another freeze play. Marion Center, they hold strong. McEnany in the backfield, the Regan's left. 2 receivers left and right. Long snap count, play clock down to 4. Regan takes a snap, looking to the right side, finds Austin Yarnick for a first down. A big-time fourth down conversion for the Rams as Austin Yarnick, he's been Regan's big safety blanket, you could almost say, as he finds his favorite target for a huge 4th down conversion.
That's a gutsy call.
I want to tell you, that's one heck of a catch because he threw it in the wind, and it was almost like a curveball. I saw the ball curving and running full speed and just somehow catches it.
Really gutsy call, but a nice job by Jake Regan to find Austin Yarnick. So first down at the 39-yard line for Richland. 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Regan will take this one himself, moving behind his blockers, and does a really nice job running the football for a gain of about 6. Brings up second down and medium here for the Rams as the clock approaches 2 minutes to play in the first half.
The ideal situation would be to score with very little time left in the half. Locker room leading.
Marion Center will get the ball to start the second half. 14-14 is your score in the first half here. 3 receivers near side. Jude McGarrett with a lone receiver far side. Regan looks to Jude, and a low ball, which is completed to Jude McGarrett for a gain of about 6 or 7, and that's enough for a Richland first down. Ball inside the 30-yard line with 1:45 to play. So a sideline warning, as public address announcer Jim Penna just said.
It's a passionate game, Stone.
Yes, it is.
A game of passion.
So first down for Richland. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line of Marion Center. Clock ticking, 1:40 to go and counting in the second quarter. They stick with this same formation. Trips left and the lone receiver right. Regan hands this one off to McEnany, who runs right up the middle over the 20, and that's enough for a first down near the 15-yard line as Richland's running game starting to pick up here on this drive. It's a first down for Richland. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line.
Their time is just about right, Stone. They're going to score with less than a minute to go.
And not enough time.
Marion Center hasn't been able to move the ball quickly.
Yeah, seemingly not enough time for Marion Center to sustain a drive the way that they've been moving the football here in the second quarter. So first down to 10 at the 15. Regan takes this one and hands it off to Cody Yeager, who's running up the middle hard, and he's able to find his way to the end zone for a Richland Ram touchdown. Cody Yeager finds his way to the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown on the season as the Rams take a 20-14 lead with 58 seconds to go in the second quarter of play.
That's 5 series, 5 touchdowns.
Say it again.
5 series of plays, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 5 offensive possessions for these teams and 3 touchdowns for the Rams, 2 for the Stingers. There's no Rico on to attempt the extra point. It is up. It is good, but there is a flag on the play. It was blown dead before the kick. So as the referees converge, we'll wait and see what the call is. It is an offside call against Marion Center, so we'll see what head coach Brandon Bailey decides to do, whether they want to go for two or it looks like they'll just keep the kicking unit out here.
I don't know why they stopped the play. On an offside, you don't stop it.
Yeah, an interesting decision there to blow the play dead. As Brandon Bailey, the head coach, still having some words with the white cap official here. Standing about 15 yards apart from each other. Still waiting to see what exactly they'll do here. And Richland will decline the penalty. So they'll just attempt the extra point again. So all that for seemingly nothing as Rico will split the horns here once more. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So 21-14 your score, 58 seconds to play in the second quarter. And Fred, do you want to give a rundown of our sponsors?
Moral Auto Group, Mahelco's General Contracting, Advantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Tuscan Grill, Rizzo's of Wimber, Nico's, Janssen Song Medical Center, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Advantage Auto Service, Dr. Ed DiMartino, DMD, Market Basket, Realty One Group, Moore Family Dentistry, RNDT, Next Generation Amusements, the Fifth Eatery Nail House, Able Pet Control, First Summit Bank, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Ponchian Financial Group, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FWF Insurance Agency, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire and Service, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, First Team Advertising, DB Homes, the Willow Event Venue, Roof Rejuve, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, Ashbro Landscaping and Curbing, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Forever Country Catering, Tap A14 and Beauty One. Thank you one and all. We appreciate all your support.
Yeah, thank you to our 39 sponsors this year for sponsoring the Richland Football Network. If you didn't get on board this year, there's obviously time for next year, and we appreciate all of our sponsors and go out and support them in the Richland community. So now Rico kicks this one away, and again the ball just dies right on the 20-yard line, and it is fielded on a knee by number 7, Troy Slavinsky.
Can they score in 56 seconds? I say no.
No, not the way that they've been running the football. The way that they've scored on their 2 offensive drives have been just getting really...
In fact,
Wicked needs a turnover here.
I would not pass the ball right now. I don't want to turn.
I agree with Sponge, though, and a turnover would be really nice. And
that's why I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't throw a pass. If I was Marion Center, I would not throw a pass.
So 2 receivers left and right. Running back in the backfield is number 6, Tyler Phillips. Dropping back to passes. Rising, who throws it, and it is incomplete. Austin Yarnick nearly came down with an interception. Sponge almost spoke a turnover into existence. But lucky, really fortunate if you're Marion Center to avoid a turnover. So it brings up 2nd down and 10, and now maybe Marion Center a little cognizant of the fact that if you're throwing the football, you're throwing it into a really skilled secondary of Richland.
That was a little questionable, too, because Austin Yarnick comes down with it on top of the kid, and then the kid strips it out. I don't know.
They did roll incomplete pass, though, so they're just going to hand this one off to Runk, who is taken down by Joe Penna for a gain of about a yard to the 25.
Now you know why I said don't pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Why I said don't pass. I'm Marion Center. I'm not passing the football.
So there is a timeout taken by Richland.
And they want the ball back. They're going to score again. Plenty of time, Stone.
Yeah, there is still lots of time for the Rams. So we'll go over the score updates. 14-8, Tyrone over Penn Camry. That game's now at the half. And all other scores remaining the same, except for Brockway Somerset. Brockway has come back and tied the game at 21. So the other high-scoring game is Somerset and Brockway, the Rovers, out of Brockway, Pennsylvania. So I'm sitting here standing with you, missing Ed, wondering how he's doing and how the Tomahawks are doing down at the First Summit Arena. As we said, Ed DiMartino unable to make it tonight as the Tomahawks are being broadcasted on the CW network.
Did he get a better offer or what?
I guess so. You know, you said
Yeah.
it. We're questioning his loyalty to the Richland Football Network.
Telling you.
So a third down.
Easily bought.
Exactly. So a 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Stingers on the 25-yard line. Rising will take it himself, running to the right, and a good tackle there by Jude McGarwa for a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Jude says, not only can I cover receivers and take out your number 1 guy, but I can also lay some big hits. So 4th down now for Marion Center, and another Richland timeout. 36 seconds to go
Lots of time
in the second quarter, and they are going to get the ball back. And, back deep will be, assumingly, Jameer Christian, who has had a really nice year returning the ball on punt returns. He averages a little over 19 yards per punt return. He's got 248 yards on the season. And we've got 2 great returners on special teams. And you talk about how important special teams are in high school football. And it's not only Noah Ricco kicking the ball away on kickoffs and the field goals and point-after attempts, but it is also our returners, Jameer Christian on punt and Austin Yarnick on kick.
Very important part of the game. People overlook it many times, but it's necessary. Very aggressive play calling by Coach Barry here.
Yeah, so they do.
He's not going to let the half in without getting the ball back one more time.
So because they burned that timeout early in the second quarter, they have none remaining here with 36 seconds to go, but they will get the ball.
Marion Center has the winter back here.
Yeah, they do. They're kicking with the wind. So wait and catch a number on the punter. I believe that's the quarterback, number 12, Rising. So Rising takes a snap with heavy pressure, but is able to get it away. It's a really good kick. Hits at the 20, bouncing down inside the 5 and all the way into the end zone. And that wind just really picking the ball and taking it up into the end zone.
25 seconds left. What do you think?
Well, they're going to get this ball at the 20-yard line for a touchback. I'd maybe run it up the middle with Joe McEnany, see what you got.
That's what we could do.
Coach Bailey's going to try to
Coach Bailey's different.
He's a risk taker. He's a gambler. He likes to live his life on the edge.
Kids love it, too. The kids like it that way.
They do. They ride by the seat of their pants. So 2 receivers near side. Austin Yarnick and Arnold McGarwa, and the 2 receivers far side, Jude McGarwa and Jameer Christian. Joe McEnany in the backfield. Regan takes a snap and hands it off to McEnany up the middle, and is met by the defensive line of Marion Center after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And Richland will just let the clock run out on this first half of play. The score, Richland 21, Marion Center 14. As they will take this lead into halftime with Marion Center to receive the second half kick. So the only offensive drive that doesn't end up in a touchdown for either of these teams. We have a punt, and this one just now.
Kneel down. Marion Center had a great game plan coming into this half, Stone.
Yeah, running the football really nicely. Mason Plaskunak, Tyler Phillips, and the quarterback, Cam Rising. Again, not to be confused with the 7th-year man out of Utah.
I think he's going to be an 8th-year man, isn't he? Didn't he get hurt this year?
I think there's a chance that he comes back again next year. Yeah, he hurt himself again. As one of the popular things to say nowadays is just put the fries in the bag. He's been in college football for a long time, but it's about time for him to step down. So, Marion Center will receive the second half kick, and we will step aside for the halftime break with the score, Richland 21, Marion Center 14. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. Welcome back to the Richland Ram Football Network. Your score heading into the second half of play, Richland 21, Marion Center 14. Before we get underway with our second half action, we have a couple scores to report across District 6 and District 5.
Hey, real quick before you go on, I have Evan McCracken here and Carson Reckner, guys that played last year. They're here back supporting their team. How's things going at the Army?
It's not too bad. It's definitely a big adjustment for everything, but yeah, it's not too bad.
Still playing football, I saw. Huh?
Yep.
I saw you had a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
So things haven't changed. You're still getting in.
Yeah, not as many because we got 5 backs, but
You miss having Carson Reckner block for you?
oh yeah, I missed that.
How's things going for Carson Reckner?
Good. Doing my secondary education stuff at Penn Highlands. Going to be a history teacher and hopefully coach football.
He's still lifting?
Yes, always.
Yeah, he's looking bulky. All right, guys, back up to you. Thanks, guys.
Good to talk to those 2024 Richland graduates, Carson Reckner and Evan McCracken on the football team, and Carson Reckner playing baseball. He'll be very missed this year for baseball. But the scores from across District 6 and District 5, Tyrone leading Penn Cambria 14-8 in the third quarter. Bellwood losing to Cambria Heights 8-0. That game in the halftime break. Bedford up on Berlin 12-0 in the third quarter. Northern Cambria holding their 14-0 lead over Penn's Manor. And Brockway trailing Somerset at the half, 28-21. So the wind affecting some games you can see. Some games are lower, like 8-0, 14-0. But other games, like the one we have here and the one against Somerset and Brockway, high scoring.
We thought we were going to need a shootout. We pretty much are right now, Stan. I have to give Marion Center credit. They had a great game plan. They kept the ball on the ground, kept the clock running, kept the ball away from Richland. And they're only down by 7 points, and they're getting the ball, right?
Yeah, Marion Center gets the ball to start the second half. The scoring summary, Richland took it down the field and scored with Joe McEnany on their opening drive, and then a really methodical running the ball drive that ended in a passing touchdown for Marion Center to tie it up 7-7. Richland then took it down the field and scored with a passing touchdown to Joe McEnany, and then again, Marion Center took it down the field and scored it a touchdown and then a 2-point conversion to tie the game 14-14. Richland would then take it down the ensuing drive and punch it in the end zone with Cody Yeager, and then a punt. And as the time expired on the first half, those are the drives that we've had so far this game.
Hey, one injury to report. It looks like Braden Nepper might be done for the night. Looks like a knee injury.
That's really unfortunate. As we said, he was dealing with that injury to his left hand that he had casted up and ready to go to play tonight. Missed 5 games on the season, dating back to the Somerset game. He got injured then and then missed 5 weeks. Came back last week and unfortunately knocked out of the game with a knee injury tonight. So Noah Ricco will kick this one away to Marion Center into the wind. We've seen it go high up into the air and then die at the 20. We'll see what this one does. Pretty much the same thing. This one hits at the 22, bounces back towards Richland, and it's a big scrum for the ball. Let's see who has it. Richland says they do. We'll wait on the official ruling. And it looks like Richland has the ball. Joe Penna, as the ball took a big hop from the 22 near the 30, and really, really unfortunate for Marion Center, as that is a huge momentum swing for the Rams.
It's great strategy by special teams coach Ron Hobbs. Kick it high in the air, kick it up into the wind, and make it difficult to catch. Once that ball goes 10 yards, it's anybody's ball.
Well, they almost got it on the previous kickoff from Ricco, and they realized that, got down the field quick, and Joe Penna pounces on it. So it's 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line of Marion Center.
Huge play, huge turnaround.
Regan takes a snap, throws right to Austin Yarnick, trying to get to the outside, and he's got enough for a first down. Taken down by Troy Slavinsky over the 20-yard line. Looks like they'll actually spot him short of the 20, for a Richland first down.
Back to that kick, not only have it high and into the wind, it was like a backspin. As soon as it hit, it backed up into the Richland kid.
Another big special teams play for the Rams.
What are your 9-iron sponge?
Nah, that's more Eddie. Eddie's the better golfer.
So ball on the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 for Richland. Austin Yarnick in motion. He will get the ball on a jet sweep, running to the near side, and a good tackle from Marion Center. Drew Runk, who's had a nice game running the football and had a couple big plays on defense, takes down Austin Yarnick for a loss of 2, back to the 23. where it'll be second down and long.
That's not easy to do one-on-one with Austin.
No, Austin, we've said it a whole bunch. He is the best athlete on this team, but a really nice job by Drew Runk to wrap him down for a loss. So second down and 11, only a loss of 1 on that play. They stick with this formation with the 2 receivers stacked left and right with McEnany in the backfield. He stands to Regan's left. Regan snaps it with 9 on the play clock. He will take it himself and is wrapped up by number 6, Tyler Phillips, after getting back near the line of scrimmage.
The wind has definitely picked up even more.
Yeah, we noticed during halftime talking to some fans that the wind had really picked up, starting to get a little bit colder. So we'll see how that affects the game moving forward. Richland here has a big third down and 10. Ball spotted on the 21-yard line, the original line of scrimmage.
They're in 2-down territory.
Yeah, you figure you got to go for it. If you know Rico, you got a good leg, but not a good enough leg to
Not into the wind like that.
Slice through the wind. Regan will take this one out on the screen. The Jameer Christian, who's able to make a man miss, and he's got a first down near the 10-yard line. Jameer Christian breaking ankles of Stingers and picks up about 11 and a Richland Ram first down.
Regan throws that ball sidearm. You notice that? Yeah.
I wonder if that's an adjustment with the wind or if that's just how he normally throws those screen passes.
Looks sidearm to me. What do you think there, Sponge?
Yeah, he has a little bit of a sidearm delivery. That's his natural delivery.
So first down for Richland, ball on the 11-yard line. After the gain of 10 for Jameer Christian. This one is a handoff to Joe McEnany, getting to the outside, inside the 10, inside the 5, and is taken down. The referee on the near side marking him down near the 3-yard line. But, yeah, as Sponge mentioned, there is a flag on the far side of the field, so this one will be coming back.
McEnany has some speed, doesn't he?
He does, especially when he's getting to the outside. And we've seen a couple times where you have mentioned it, where you'd like him to get to the outside instead of taking it up the middle where he makes a cut. But that's where he excels, getting to the outside and getting to the edge, trying to beat the defenders to the first down marker.
Yeah, I heard a Marion Center fan down here. He said, every play they're holding, every play.
I don't know about every play.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about every play. But on some plays, you hold, and that goes for every team at every level. There's always going to be holding.
This may be illegal.
So first down and 20 for the Rams, back at the 21-yard line. Line to gain is the 1-yard line. Regan takes this one and hands it off to McEnany, runs up the middle, makes 1 and then 2 defenders miss, and runs over a second one as he's taken down at the 12-yard line for a solid gain of 9. And that makes things a little bit easier. Still second down and long for the Rams.
He's a very determined runner.
Yeah, he lowers that shoulder, and he's got the speed and the strength. Makes it hard for defenders to bring him down.
Very, very determined.
So McEnany checks out of the game, and in now is Jude McGarrett, the senior. He stands over on the far side with Jameer Christian and Austin Yarnick over there as well. Arnold McGarrett with the lone receiver near side. Cody Yeager in the backfield. Regan takes a snap, looking for Arnold McGarrett in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Richland fans want a flag, but it looked like the ball was just underthrown, and you can't put that blame on Jake Regan because he's thrown into the wind, and it just kind of killed it just enough to where Arnold McGarrett wasn't able to come down with it, and now you got third and long.
Close to face guarding, though.
Yeah, really close, but I think if you're the official there, you have to take into account, the wind and the ball, and he needs a chance, but really close.
I'm going to say it was a good no call.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sponge. So third down and 11 here for the Rams. Ball on the 12-yard line. Line to gain is the 1. 8:47 to go in the third quarter of play. Richland leads Marion Center 21-14. Winner of this game will move on to the District 6 championship against Cambria Heights or Bellwood. Yeager takes a snap, and he will take this one into the end zone, but there is a flag. The official from the back of the end zone threw it.
Holding it again, I'll bet you.
And this one will come back again.
That one's definitely horseshit.
Yeah, we pardon the language that was picked up on our microphones there.
There's some rabid fans here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, our fans are passionate.
As they should be.
Had nothing to do with the play. It was away from the play. You called it on Jameer.
Well, that's unfortunate as it takes a touchdown off the board, and it makes things a lot more tougher for the Rams. Ball now on the 19-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 18. McGarwa and Christian near side. Jude McGarwa and Austin Yarnick far side with McEnany in the backfield. And motion goes Yarnick to the near side, and Regan takes a snap, rolling out left. Looking downfield, he's going to try to find Austin Yarnick in the end zone, but the ball just dies. And that one's incomplete, and it will be 4th down and long. So a really interesting decision now for the Rams.
Rolling to the left, trying to throw with his right hand was tough to do. He had that little sidearm motion again, but it didn't work.
Yeah, that's a tough throw to begin with, and you add the wind blowing into your face. That's a really hard throw to make. Austin Yarnick did have some separation from his defender, but it will bring up 4th down, and the Rams will stay on the field. You know, normally you're well inside Noah Rico's field goal range, but with the wind, that plays a factor in the kicking game. So 4th down and 18. Line to gain is the 1. And we have a flag now, and it's going to be a sideline warning against the Rams. The refs are really stepping into the game here in this second half.
You're not supposed to know they're there, are you? You're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know that they're there.
Yeah, nobody's here to see the referees. They're here to watch a football game.
Exactly. They've really inserted themselves into the play here the last 4 or so minutes. So we got a 4th down and long now. Ball spotted on the 19. Rams got a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Regan drops back to pass. Lots of time. Lost it into the end zone where it is caught by Jude McGarwa, but out of bounds. Incomplete. Almost a really incredible play there with Jake Regan battling the wind. Got to figure he put a little extra mustard to get it through the wind. And Jude McGarwa with an amazing catch to come down with it, but just out of bounds.
Great pass.
So a touchdown taken off the board because of a flag. It turns into a turnover on downs for the Rams. And Marion Center dodging a huge bullet. As you go back to the beginning of this drive, the whole reason the Rams got the ball was because they recovered the kickoff, which took a funky bounce. So now Marion Center takes over 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. Rising will hand this one off. Up the middle, trying to catch a number on the running back. Lane Lucas on the tackle. Good to have him playing in tonight's game. As we said, he was injured before the United game last week, and that running back was Drew Runk on the carry.
Looks like they're sticking to their game plan, too. 5-yard runs, 5-yard run, 5-yard run.
Yeah, and there's really no reason to go against it. It's worked really well for them tonight. So 2nd down and 5 on the 24. In motion goes Runk. Rising will hand to Runk. Running left. Running behind his blockers. Gets near the line to gain. Nate Pugh, the man to bring him down. And they will give him a 1st down. That far side official put him, stopped his forward progress right at the 29. So a 1st down for the Stingers. 7:15 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Richland leading 21-14. Marion Center breaking the huddle. 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to hand this one off to Runk, who runs right side and is taken down. Lane Lucas on the tackle. Only a gain of 1 for Runk. That brings up 2nd down and 9. So Marion Center obviously getting some momentum back after stopping Richland from getting into the end zone on that last drive. See if they can capitalize off of some of that. Down 7 points here, about midway through the 3rd quarter.
Use up that clock. That's their plan. Use up the clock.
Yeah, they break the huddle with about 15, 16, 17 seconds to go on the play clock, and it takes them well under 10 seconds to go on the play clock to snap the ball. As it shows 5, Rising under center. Will take it himself, running left, and knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 2 by Jude McGarwa over on that far side, and it brings up 3rd down and 7.
I think that was a broken play.
Yeah, didn't look right.
Didn't look right from the beginning.
Yeah, they had a lot of people moving at the same time, which I'm not sure you're allowed to do that either.
Lots of motions with the slot backs is what you said early in this game. So big time third down here for Marion Center. 6 yards to get the first down. All spotted on the 34. They're going to hand this one off to Phillips, and he's met in the backfield. Cody Yeager, or excuse me, Joe Penna, the man to bring him down for a loss of 2. Joe Penna with another tackle for loss this year. 26 tackles for loss for Joe, and now it's 4th down for Marion Center.
That play worked really well in the first. That was a counter play. So some adjustments were made, Sponge. You're right.
Yeah, Joe was all over that one.
So now on to kick this one away. The quarterback is Camden Rising. He's also a punter. And Jameer Christian standing way, way far back, all the way on the 10 when the ball is snapped on the 34. So Rising gets this one away. The wind takes it. It hits at the 30. Jameer Christian will field it at about the 16. And he's unable to get away. 2 really good tackles. Excuse me, a really good tackle by 2 Marion Center defenders. Noah McCoy was the first man there. Jameer Christian unable to use his shiftiness and quickness to get away from the punt coverage of Marion Center. So Richland will take over 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line with 5:05 to go in the third quarter, still leading 21-14.
It's nice to have a long punt like that, but sometimes you have to be careful you do not kick your coverage.
Exactly, but the
haven't turned out pretty well for me.
The tackler, Noah McCoy, did a really nice job of meeting Jameer Christian right when he got it, and wrapping him up for no yards after contact. So the ball is spotted on the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rams. 2 receivers near side, 1 far. Regan takes it and hands it off to McEnany. Running to the outside, got 1 man to beat, and he's got lots of room, but another nice tackle. That's Noah McCoy again. Taken down near the 25-yard line. So a solid gain of about 7 for Joe. That brings up 2nd down and short for the Rams as Joe Penna checking into the game on offense here for Richland. They call it a gain of 8 for Joe McEnany on that previous play. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 25-yard line of Richland. In motion goes McEnany. They'll hand it off to him, running right. And he is taken down for no gain on the play. Trying to catch a number on the tackler. So no gain on the, or excuse, they actually give him a yard. Taken down near the line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd down and 1.
Going with a big backfield here with Nate Pugh.
Joe McEnany stands behind Jake Regan. As they get a play call change from the sideline. Regan takes a snap, hands it off to McEnany.
He didn't get
Taken
much,
down near the line. We'll wait and see what the spot was. I don't think he had enough. As the tackling for Marion Center really nice on the last couple plays, even going back to the punt.
They made a change in.
So they'll stop the clock and bring the chain gang out again. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. The line to gain is the 27.
I think we have it.
As we'll wait and see. They did bring the chain gang out once earlier tonight. It was for the Rams, and they did get a 1st down out of it. We'll wait and see the ruling. And it is 4th down.
Well, that's close. Awfully close. Awfully tempting to go for it, too, isn't it? Awfully tempting to go for it.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do. They will keep the offense out on the field. Cody Yeager is the running back in the backfield for the Rams. 2 receivers near and far for Richland. Need about a length of the football to get a 1st down. Regan will take it himself, and we'll wait and see. It's going to be really close. They mark him down at the 27, it looks like.
First down.
Which is enough for a Richland first down, just barely by the skin of their teeth. Getting a first down on a huge fourth down conversion. Now under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. First down for Richland.
Gutsy call at your 26.
Yeah, especially with the quarterback keeper. When you got guys like McEnany and Yeager that can just power it forward for, those short yardage plays. Questionable call, but they get the first down. Regan now looking downfield for Arnold McGarrett, who is unable to come down with it. The coverage by number 19, Noah McCoy. Not a bad ball from Jake Regan with the way the wind's been swirling in this one. Just unable to find his receiver. Arnold McGarrett brings up second down and 10.
That ball was over 30 yards in the air.
Yeah, it was.
No. In the wind, it's pretty amazing.
And he put it.
He kind of floated there for a while, too. That gave the defender a chance to cover.
He put it in a spot where Arnold had a good chance to catch it, but really nice coverage there from Noah McCoy. So that brings up second down and 10. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line of Richland. Regan takes it and hands it off to McEnany. And he is met. Marion Center really flying to the football. The defenders doing a really nice job of wrapping up Richland and not letting him get any second pushes. Tyler Phillips comes off the bottom of the pile. And third down and long here for Richland.
Marion Center's been very aggressive on defense. We talked at the beginning of the game how they were so proud of their defense.
Yeah, we said one of the things that they do really well in games that they win is they stop the rushing game. 73 average rushing yards against when they win, 243 when they lose. Regan pumps and tries to find Arnold McGarrett, thrown a little bit behind him. So that brings up fourth down and long.
I almost have to punt.
We'll see what the Rams decide to do. Ball is inside their own 30-yard line. And they will keep the offense out on the field.
Unless they're trying to pull them off, I think at this point you got to punt.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're going to try to get the penalty 5 yards first.
Really, really gutsy call. You got three receivers near side. Jude McGarrett, the lone receiver, far side. McEnany in the backfield. Play clock down to 7. Regan takes it, rolls out left. Looking downfield, has a man. Austin Yarnick has it. Did he have enough for a first down? Near side official has him down, leading up to this fourth down here for the Rams. Regan drops back, looking for Jameer Christian. He's got his man. Jameer Christian is gone. Touchdown, Richland. Another huge fourth down conversion for the Rams. Gutsy calls by Brandon Bailey, and the Rams take advantage of the blown coverage by Marion Center, and they take a 27-14 lead with 11 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of play.
That is huge.
That's why defensive coordinators for the other team always go crazy when they know they have to play Richland. You just don't know what's going to happen next. You just can't predict it.
On a drive that was dominated heavily by the rush game of Richland, and Jake Regan with a big-time pass to Jameer Christian for a 46-yard touchdown. Noah Ricco's extra point is good. 28-14, and a huge touchdown for the Rams as they go up 2 scores in the fourth quarter here against Marion Center.
Where's that paper out there, bud?
Here, read off our sponsors.
Able Pest Control, the Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Next Generation Amusements, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, Rody One Group, Market Basket, Dr. Ed DiMartino, DMD, Advantage Auto Service, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Jansun Song Medical Center, Nico's, Rizzo's of Wimber, Asiago's Tuscan Grill, Vantage Physical Therapy, Malco's General Contracting, First Summit Bank, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Ponciano Financial Group, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FWF Insurance Agency, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire and Service, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, First Team Advertising, DB Homes, the Willow Events Venue, Roof Rejuve, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, Ashbro Landscaping Curving, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Flair of Country Catering and Tap 814. Whew, I'm exhausted.
Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. This broadcast couldn't be done without you all. So no Rico on to kick this one away after Richland extended their lead, 28-14 the score. It is a touchback for Noah Rico as he continues to rack those up on the season. He's had one hell of a year kicking the ball on the kickoff. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Marion Center, and this is a crucial drive for the Stingers. They ran the ball extremely well in the first half. They got to get back to running that ball well now in the second half.
It's not too late to keep their game plan intact. They can use up the clock and run the ball.
So we'll see what quarterback Cam Rising has for his team as he goes under center. Hands this one off. I believe that's Runk on the carry.
And now they're down 2 scores, and they're going into the wind.
Yeah, things not looking great, but there is still a lot of time left in this fourth quarter, 11 minutes. But they got to score two touchdowns, and they got to stop Richland, who's moving the ball pretty well. But first, you got to score on this drive.
There's no need to panic yet, though. Don't panic yet.
Rising drops back the pass. That one is caught. A really nice catch there by Landon Cook, the receiver. A play action there from Cam Rising, delivering a nice ball, splitting the coverage of Richland, and that's a first down for the Stingers. So they take the huddle and come up to the line. Ball spotted on the 32. 1st and 10 for Marion Center. In motion goes number 34 as they hand this one off. And taken down for a loss. A couple Rams on the tackle.
That was that counter play again, and Joe Penna had it read well again.
Joe Penna having a really nice second half for the Rams.
Adjustments were made, Sponge. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's got it. He knows when it's coming.
So a loss of a yard on the play, courtesy of the Joe Penna tackle. Under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Rising. His pass is complete to Noah McCoy. He's able to shake free from a couple defenders as he moves over the 35. Far side official has his forward progress stopped at the 36. That brings up a big-time third down for Marion Center. So we'll see what they decide to do here. They have a really nice pass on this drive from the quarterback Rising, the number 11, Landon Cook. We'll see if they decide to pass or run here. Running back in the backfield is Tyler Phillips. 2 receivers far side. Rising, rolling out to his right, but the play is blown dead.
Somebody must have moved.
And it's going to be a penalty on the Rams.
Somebody moved. It must have gone in the neutral zone.
Neutral zone infraction is my guess because you don't blow a play dead for offsides. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Richland, and that'll put him over the 40-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and short for the Stingers. 3rd down and 1 for Marion Center. Clock approach. Go ahead, Sponge.
This ref is just, I'll keep my mouth shut.
I hand this one off to Tyler Phillips, who's able to pick up the first down near the 45-yard line. Big third down conversion for the Stingers. Clock under 9 minutes to play. The clock is a big enemy of the Stingers here in the fourth quarter.
They have to score, though.
Yeah, they got to take the ball down the field, score once, stop Richland, and then score twice to just tie the game here. Rising, rolling out to his right, looking downfield. Had a man, but the ball was underthrown in the wind. Again, just killing the passes for both quarterbacks driving into the wind tonight. He had a man open, Noah McCoy, as he was able to shake free from Cody Yeager in coverage. But, again, the wind playing a big factor in this one. That brings up 2nd down and 10.
Joe Penna was on his heels, too.
You caught me mid-drink of water. But, yeah, no, Joe Penna, he's had a really nice second half. Has a tackle for loss. Couple big-time tackles right at the line. See if he's got another one here. 2nd down and 10 for Marion Center. Lone receiver far side is McCoy. Rising under center. Phillips in the backfield with Runt going in motion. They pitch it to him as he runs right. And Joe McEnany wraps him and throws him down out of bounds for a loss of a couple on that play. Joe McEnany gets in on the tackle for loss, and that brings up 3rd down and long for the Stingers. 8:15 to go in the 4th quarter.
The Rams are playing with purpose here in the second half.
Yeah, these defenders, like you said, in the second half, really starting to fly to the football as they can smell that district championship. They are 8 minutes away from a berth.
Mansion Park.
Exactly, in Mansion Park between either Cambria Heights or Bellwood. That score is 15-8 in favor of Cambria Heights. The official blows the play dead, and the white cap will come over and talk to his other official here on the near side. He's not going to talk to the official. He's talking on the Richland sideline.
Something about the clock.
So, yeah, the defensive coordinator, but also the AD for the Rams, sends a message up to the press box. So the clock is reset from 7:55 to 8:10 left in the 4th quarter. Rising, play action. He's going to throw this one out for his receiver, Runk. He's able to make one man miss, but that's it. As he gets a gain of about 3 back to the original line of scrimmage at the Marion Center 45. And you got to figure, Fred, this is exactly.
Nice if he would have gone out of bounds.
But this is arguably a play that could decide this game for Marion Center. 4th down and 10, driving into the wind. And there will be a timeout for the Stingers. 7:42 to go in the 4th quarter of play. We'll update you on a couple other scores from across District 6 and District 5. Penn Cambria now leading Tyrone 32-14. Northern Cambria extends their lead over Penn's Manor to 27-0. Bedford leads Berlin in the 4th quarter 18-0. And Somerset holding their lead over Brockway 28-21. And again, as public address announcer Jim Penna just said, the girls playing in the state quarterfinals at Sharon High School versus Corey High School at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Congratulations to those girls who won District 6 for the first time in over 20 years.
You know, prior to that, they were state champs how many years?
Oh, my gosh. Countless number of years. Those banners that say girls volleyball are filled at least 6, 7, sometimes 8 times in the gym over in the Ramnasium.
They went into a little slump for the last 25 years.
Yeah, and I remember when I was the public address announcer for them in 8th grade. They weren't great, but they slowly got better each and every year. And it was really this group of seniors that kind of turned things around for them, and they are now 2 wins away from a state championship berth, which is amazing. So big 4th down here for Marion Center. It's a pass. It is complete, but not enough for a first down. Good effort there by the receiver, number 13, Drew Runk, but he ends up just 2 yards short of a first down, and Richland will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted past the 47-yard line of Richland, and that's a crusher for Marion Center, Fred.
And they needed that score badly.
We need to drive and score and put the dagger in.
Yeah, Richland, they've run the football pretty nicely in this one with Joe McEnany, a little mix of Cody Yeager, with some occasional passes that Jake Regan has done a really nice job of getting them through the wind. And to his receivers, Austin Yarnick is a big reason why the Richland Rams have succeeded in the passing game along with Jake Regan. So 1st down and 10, ball on the 48. Regan will hand this one off to McEnany, runs right up the middle. He's got some space, moves over the 45 of Marion Center, and taken down about a half yard short of the line to gain. 9 yards from Joe Mack that time, and 2nd down and short upcoming.
Richland has so many weapons. So many weapons.
They can kill you in a variety of different ways. So 2nd down and 1 for the Rams. Clock approaching 7 minutes to play in this one.
We're not going to be in any hurry to get this ball.
No, not at all. Figure Jake Regan will snap it well under 10 seconds on the play clock. In motion goes Yeager from far to near side. Regan snaps it with 3 in the play clock to Joe McEnany, running to the outside. Stiff arms a man and is able to pick up a first down near the 40-yard line. A gain of about 3 or 4 for Joe McEnany, and a first down for Richland as he runs out of bounds at the 41.
Something you don't want to do, run out of bounds. You want to try to keep that clock going.
The only mistake he made was going out of bounds. But how do you fault the young man for doing it?
Well, I originally said that Joe McEnany ran out of bounds at the 41, which is where the far side official was standing, but they respot it short of the first down. Or no, now they say first down. So it's been an absolutely phenomenal ref show here tonight at Hurlinger Field. They've done a great job. So now they call it a first down, and Richland will take it 1st and 10 at the 43. Regan delays the handoff. He fakes it now and takes it himself running left. Makes a couple defenders miss and is actually able to get 2 yards on the play. Looks like he was going to be taken down for a tackle for loss as number 34, Mason Pliskunak, got in there quickly, but Jake Regan lunges forward for a gain of 2.
He's becoming a very mature quarterback.
Yeah, he's really, really grown the last couple games that he started. He was thrown into a really tough position starting his first career game out at Clearfield. Didn't really go the way he wanted it to, but Clearfield, they're a really talented team. And in the last 3 games and heading into tonight, he's had a really nice season. Lots of growth in the last month or so from Jake Regan.
Yeah, he's not a freshman anymore.
2nd down and 8. They're going to hand off to Cody Yeager, who plows his way forward for a gain of about 2 over the 40 to the 39-yard line. So 3rd down and about 5, a long 5 for the Rams. 5:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Richland leads 28-14 over Marion Center. A win would put them in the District 6 Class 2A championship against either Penn Cambria or Bellwood. That game, as it stands, next Friday or Saturday. That game as it stands, Cambria Heights leading Bellwood Annis 15-8. Regan lofts this one downfield looking for Arnold McGarwa. He's got his man, Jake Regan, to Arnold McGarwa. Puts it right into the hands of his receiver. And that one may just put this game to bed. Richland takes a 34-14 lead with 5:11 to go in the 4th quarter. Jake Regan, what a pass to Arnold McGarwa.
Night.
What a pass route, too. Great pass route, great pass, great catch. Just a great play all around.
We have seen him the last couple weeks throw just these perfect passes, these almost like Russell Wilson-like deep balls. That's the only thing I can compare it to, the way he just... The moon ball is what they call it. We can start calling it the Regan ball, the way he's throwing it. So Rico's extra point is up. It is good. 35-14 is your score. And Marion Center, they now have a tall hill to climb. Down 3 scores with only 5 minutes to play. And Richland looks like they are well on their way to another District 6 championship. And Sponge, did you say that was 10 for Bailey, 10 appearances if they make it tonight?
If they make it tonight, this will be number 10 in the school and history, and number 9 by Coach Bailey. And the other one was by Coach Fred Yanity.
Hey, shout out to our Coach Fred.
Thank you, Sponge. I needed that. Hey, Sponge, by the way, Sean Callahan just sent me a text. He said to say hello to you.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
So, as we mentioned, this is going to be really tough for Marion Center to come back from. Richland looking like they are on their way to Mansion Park next week.
We played our district final at the Point Stadium.
Say it again?
We played our district final the year I coached it. It was at the Point Stadium.
Times.
We played United.
Times have changed. Did you win that game?
No, we did not.
We got that win last week. That was for you and that team that lost, that 87 team. So Rico's kick hits about 6 or 7 yards deep in the end zone. Marion Center will have to take it at 80 yards to pay dirt with 5:11 to go in the 4th quarter. Richland just scored in a big-time play. The connection, Jake Regan to Arnold McGarwa. As Arnold McGarwa, he's had numerous of those long touchdown strikes dating back to the very first game of the season at Penn Cambria. And that's a kid that's had success where he's had 3 different quarterbacks throwing him the football in his 2 short years here at Richland. So Marion Center takes over, rising, throws this one deep downfield, and it is incomplete. Austin Yarnick in coverage. That ball was just a little bit overthrown. The intended target was number 19, Noah McCoy. He's a little slow to get up. He appears to be all right. So second down and 10.
A little bit of frustration. That's all.
Yeah, frustration. Rising, that's a tough play on the bootleg out to his left, throwing that one deep down the field. So second down and 10 here for the Stingers. 5:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Two receivers near and far side. The back in the backfield is number 6, Tyler Phillips. Rising. Looking over the middle, and a nice snag there from Noah McCoy. A little bit of a high ball there from Cam Rising, but coming down with it, the receiver McCoy. Good strength on the catch there, and a first down for the Stingers over the 35-yard line. They move quickly to the line here. Two receivers left and right again. Rising fakes right, and Joe McEnany sacks him, and the ball is loose. It's still loose. And we'll wait and see what's picked up by, I believe, Marion Center was able to come down with it.
Wow. That's the dagger. If there was no dagger earlier, that's the dagger.
Joe McEnany with the strip sack, but Richland unable to come up with the fumble recovery. That is Joe McEnany's third forced fumble on the season. So that pushes Marion Center way back now. Ball spotted on the 14-yard line. Line to gain the 46. "31 yards to get the first down now." Thank you for Jim Penna, as I was unable to do that math in my head. Normally I'm pretty good with that quick math, but not that time. As Rising drops back to pass, looking right over the middle, it is incomplete. Trying to find, I believe, number 4 was the receiver. Or excuse me, that was number 7, Troy Slavinsky. So now it's third down and 31 here for Marion Center. Now we got a stoppage in play here. As again, the officials inserting themselves into the contest tonight.
These guys get evaluated every game.
They do. They do.
So
So the Whitecap again will come over, have a conversation with the sideline, but Ripple did give a thumbs up, so I'm assuming that it's not a huge deal for whatever happened. All right, so the Stingers lined up, third down and 31. Line to gain all the way at the 46-yard line, a mile away. Rising, evading the pressure, rolling out right. Dom Shank chasing him, throws this one, and it is caught. Was he inbounds, waiting for an official ruling?
Oh, come on.
And they say it was completed. So a really nice throw and catch there. Cam Rising finding his receiver, Troy Slavinsky. He caught it inbounds, and they got a big chunk of that yardage that they need to get back, but it's still going to be fourth down and really long, 4th and 15.
3:41 to go in the game, Stone.
Rising, drops back to pass. He's going to throw this one, and it is incomplete. Looking for his man, Noah McCoy, unable to come down with it. Jude McGarwa and Arnold McGarwa in coverage, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And you can pretty much punch that ticket to Mansion Park next week, Fred.
You're right. I think I'm ready to go.
This team, they've done a really nice job dealing with a lot of different injuries and struggles and just a lot this year.
There's so many weapons on that team. It's hard to focus in. If you can focus in on one area, they'll take you somewhere else. If you move to another area, they'll take you somewhere else.
We had
so many good players.
We had a lot of
good coaches.
Exactly, a lot of running back questions coming in, and Joe McEnany and Cody Yeager have filled that void tremendously. And the offensive line has done a really nice job this year, and the defensive line, the receivers, all around a really nice year for the Richland Rams. Joe McEnany gets the first down carry and is taken down for a loss. Number 65 or 55 on the tackle, Lakin Bailey, brings him down for a loss. Loss of about 4 back to the 35-yard line of Marion Center. Second down and 14 for the Rams.
Marion Center played a good game for about half. Half the game they did very well.
Yeah, they did. They were able to run the ball with real success in the first half, but the Rams made some really good defensive adjustments in the second half. So second down and 14. Regan takes a snap and hands it off to McEnany, who spins for a gain of about 4 back to the original line of scrimmage at the 31. 2:45 to play in this one. Richland with a comfortable 35-14 lead here late in the fourth quarter.
2:39 and counting.
Jake Vukovic checked into the game for the Rams. Cody Yeager and Joe McEnany in the backfield for Richland on this 3rd down and 10. Regan snaps it with 10 on the play clock, hands this one off to Cody Yeager. Able to patiently wait for a hole to be created, and he's able to get a first down running left over the 20-yard line. And Cody Yeager with a big-time gain of about 17 or 18 yards. That puts Richland inside the red zone with 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, there wasn't much air up the middle. He bounces it out and picks up the first down.
He's really been a patient runner all year long. Both he and Braden Nepper, whenever he got in, but unfortunately the injury kind of derailed his running back plans this season. But Joe McEnany, Cody Yeager, such a tremendous year running the football. First down for Richland, ball spotted on the 16. Long snap count for Richland. Regan will hand this one off to McEnany, who evades a couple tackles, cuts back inside for about no gain, tackled near the line of scrimmage.
Under 2 minutes.
Yeah, as you said, under 2 minutes to play. First stinger in on contact was Colin Anderson, the senior. So that brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. Approaching 90 seconds to play in this fourth quarter.
I think I'm just sitting here thinking, I think Marion Center pretty much did the Heritage Conference a lot of good.
They're going to stick with this formation with Yeager and McEnany in the backfield. Regan pitches this one to McEnany, gets to the outside over the 15 and slides down inbound. It's a really smart play there from Joe McEnany. Looked like a quarterback carrying the football. Slides inbounds, so the clock will continue to tick as we approach 1 minute to go in this fourth quarter of play.
He didn't want to score. He didn't want to go out of bounds.
Exactly. Really selfless play there. Could have lowered his shoulder and easily got a couple more yards, but did the smart thing, slid inbounds. So as they get the play call, looks like they're just going to go into the victory formation, and Regan will take a knee.
That's a gentlemanly thing to do right now.
It really is. So Regan takes it and kneels it. And that will be all from Hurlinger Field in 2024. The Rams defeat Marion Center in the district semifinals 35-14 and will play next week for the District 6 Class AA Championship at Mansion Park against Cambria Heights or Bellwood Annis. And this team, this journey that they've been on this season, it's been really fun to watch, and it's not over yet. And it was
Marion Center gave him a good battle there for a while.
They really did. We really did. We thought in the first half that this was going to be really close, coming down to the final play, but Richland was able to make some really nice defensive adjustments. They continued their steady flow of offense, and the passing game surprisingly well tonight with the blowing wind.
How about the 2 fourth-down calls?
Gutsy. If they fail on one of those, that could easily change the way this game shaped out.
Well, they would have gotten the ball right there. They were in scoring position with a lot of time left on the clock.
Exactly.
The one was fourth and about a foot. The other one was 4th and 9.
And these guys are excited. They relish the chance that they get to play for a championship next week. This group of seniors, you know, they know what it's like to win a championship. They won the, I believe it was the conference and the district, their freshman year. They made it back last. They made it.
Emotional night for the seniors, though.
Exactly. This is their likely their last game on this field. Lots of memories for this group. You know, as I was saying, they made the championship last year, but obviously came up short against Bald Eagle, who went on to give Southern Columbia a run for their money in the state playoffs last season. They had the heartbreaking loss here at Hurlinger Field their sophomore seasons against Bishop Guilfoyle, Carson Kieswetter, who's now at Penn State. But this year they feel really confident that they can finally bring home another District 6 championship for this, this storied Richland team who, like, the last 6 or 7 seasons has been really unstoppable.
They've been the best team in District 6
for a long time.
Long time.
They got one more game left to win to bring home a District 6 crown. And again, that score out in Cambria Heights, out in Patton. Cambria Heights leading Bellwood Annis in the fourth quarter, 15-8. The winner of that game will meet Richland at Mansion Park next week. Again, we can assume that it will likely be at 7 o'clock on Friday or Saturday. The athletic department will send out that information whenever it comes out.
I thought I heard Friday for sure.
You think Friday?
I thought I heard that. I could be wrong. That's bad info, bad intel, maybe.
Well, it's normally on the Friday or Saturday. Most likely Friday, unless there was some schedule conflict that would need it to be pushed back to Saturday. So in likely my last game in this play-by-play position with you guys, my last game here at Hurlinger Field, I want to say that I'm really thankful that I got to tag along with you guys this season. I've been involved behind the scenes for the last couple years here at Richland, and I've had a really, really heck of a time with you guys, with you, Fred. I remember when PJ was here, and then Sponge came and took over, and he's done a really nice job. And I've had a lot of fun the last couple years with the Richland Football Network.
You did a very good job tonight, Stone.
Thank you.
Excellent job.
I'm
sure he'll be back for a couple of games next year.
He always
with the sinus infection and all.
Does a great job, and we're sponsored by Ricola tonight.
Yeah, Ricola. Big shout out to Ricola. They got me through tonight. I hope I didn't sound too stuffy or too congested dealing with the sinus infection. But you power through, and you get the job done when it needs to be.
You doing basketball this year?
You know what? We're going to try to do some basketball. Ed and I will split the public address role for the Rams, the boys and the girls. We're going to try to do some on NFHS. It's kind of tough. Basketball it's a long season. There's a lot of games, but as I said, Ed and I will split those public address games, boys and girls. But that's coming up really soon. Like within the next couple weeks, they start practice in a couple days. But we're still playing football. The girls are still playing volleyball. Fall sports, they're not quite done here in Richland.
Cross country did very well.
Cross country did do really well. Natalia Mavridis and Aaliyah Ladicka and all those girls coached by Mr. Shirt, Mr. Kube, and Mrs. Smay, they do a really great job with the cross country team. And the girls specifically, a really nice season for them. They had a great finish at States. They got a bright season. There are
got coach coming.
A lot of underclassmen and a bright future for the cross country team. But Coach Bailey with our own.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
You're making your 9th trip to the district finals. Your 8-5 career, and this is the 10th for Richland. What were you telling your team there? That was a little longer speech than usual.
Yeah, first of all, respect to Marion Center. This kids played great. They played hard, and just that all of our opponents are going to play hard. So we got to continue to fight. A lot of our kids fought through adversity. We had some injured kids that gave it their best tonight, and just at the end, talking about every single play, you never know when it's going to change the impact of the game. And we actually gave a game ball to Austin Yarnick, because when we were up 21-14 the last play of the third quarter, and that ball went forward and then it went backward like I've never seen in my entire life. But the ball laid there, and if they scoop and score, it's 21-21, different ball game. Instead, he makes a great hustle play, pushes that kid out of the way, gets the ball out of bounds. We go on to score that series. We win, go up 28-14. I think the rest was history.
Yeah, we go back to the plays there. It's 4th down and 1, and you're in your own territory, and you go for it. Then it's 4th down and 10, and you go for it, and you get it. I'd say you have some big cojones.
Yeah, I think, we carry things around in a wheelbarrow here. But, first of all, the wind was treacherous out here tonight, so I believe that a punt might end up going backwards. So, we talked about it before the game. If we get in those situations, trust our kids. And the kids made plays when Marion Center was in the things that we prepared for all week. The kids watched a lot of film. We knew what they were going to be in. We knew the things we were going to be able to get, and the kids just executed perfectly, and that's how we won 35-14.
Yeah, it looked like you must have made some defensive adjustments at half because they seemed to be running pretty good, but you shut it down in the second half.
Yeah, again, I think it's an execution, thing. There were not a lot of adjustments, to be quite honest. It was like, let's do our job. Everyone trust each other. Don't do your own thing out there. If we all do our own job, if we do our own thing, we won't be able to be successful.
Well, congratulations and good luck next week. We'll see you.
Head coach Brandon Bailey, as we said, heading to his 9th District 6 championship as Sponge is searching for another Richland Ram player to interview. I see Austin Yarnick standing there to your right. I know he'd be a good one to interview. He had a great game, as Coach Bailey said. Saved the win almost with that backwards pass. Like we said, like a slider, recovering that football, and a big-time play for him. So Austin Yarnick, the senior, on Richland Football Network.
All right, we got Austin Yarnick down here with us again. I had him last week, but Coach Bailey was just telling me he gave you a game ball there. What was that about?
At the end of the third quarter, I believe, we were running like a spot pass to me, and the ball was over my head with the wind. It dragged to the right, and they should have picked it up and scooped and scored, but I ran down and made sure that didn't happen.
I saw a ball in the first half. It was a 4th down, and you caught it over there. And I don't know how the heck you caught that because it came out and it looked like a curveball coming in.
The wind today was insane. I don't think I've ever played in wind like this, but the ball found its way to me, and I made sure to catch it.
And every time you make a play, we say, there's Mr. Automatic. You always catching the ball, always playing defense. You're just a team leader.
Thank you. That means a lot. Being able to say that I'm always reliable, I guess. Everyone can count on me.
That's good. Hey, this will be Richland's 10th trip to the district finals. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Thank you.
So Sponge with Austin Yarnick, yeah, he's Mr. Reliable, Fred. Especially whenever Jake Regan had to take over the quarterback reins. He needed a guy to make some plays for him whenever he was still finding his legs in the varsity spot. And Austin Yarnick was that guy, that safety blanket for Jake, and he did a great job tonight, as we mentioned a couple times, saving a touchdown from Marion Center with that wacky backwards pass, and really lunging Richland forward to a win tonight.
Well, we all acknowledge he's a great football player, but he's also a great young man.
He really is, and he's got
a lot of our kids are like that. They're great young men.
Lots of good parents in the district and lots of good kids. Any final thoughts before we sign off tonight and look forward to next week at Mansion Park?
I just watch Richland play when I'm here. I'm glad I'm not a defensive coordinator for the opposition. Too many weapons, too many things they can do, and you just never know what they're going to do. Whoever would have thought they would go for fourth down and 9?
Yeah, they had some gutsy calls, but they made it work though. They made it work.
Oh yeah, 4th and 1, and 4th and 10, and another 4th and 6, and keep the drive going and end up putting the ball in to put the dagger.
Sponge, any final thoughts before we sign off?
No. Good luck to the Rams next week. If it's Friday night, I may not be there. So I had previous plans, but we'll see what happens.
We're hoping for Saturday, and excited for next week against either Cambria Heights or Bellwood Annis. So that is all from the Richland Football Network. Again, the final score in the semifinals for District 6 Class 2A, Richland 35, Marion Center 14. And the Rams advance to the championship next week at Mansion Park against Cambria Heights or Bellwood Annis. We will be there live. Don't miss a second of that championship coverage. You can watch it right here on the Richland Football Network. My name was Stone Mangus alongside my broadcast partner Fred Yanity and Brian the Sponge Brett down on the field. That is all from Hurlinger Field tonight. Have a great rest of your night. You are watching the Richland Ram Football Network.